Hello, good morning, everyone. I am streaming, hopefully, to Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all at the same time, and my tiny little 10-year-old MacBook Air is performing like a champ. So let's give it a minute for people to see the notification and jump on. I am checking to see if we are live on the platforms. This is my first time doing anything so daringly crazy as streaming live in 3 different places at once with multiple different technology platforms, which I never would have thought of myself as tech savvy, but I am getting pretty decent at it. Let's see, where are we? If anybody can see or hear me, a comment would be amazingly helpful. Let me know if I am broadcasting to a screen near you. Everything's running extra slow because we got so much going on. I'm so excited to offer this life-changing modality. This is definitely an experiment. Traditionally, Brainspotting is done in a one-on-one setting, but I am itching for a way to share with you guys. Hello, beautiful angel. Thank you. I see you. I don't get to see my normal Facebook live dashboards, but right now it's coming through, so I see you, and I see a couple people are watching on Facebook. I'm not going to check all of them. I think if I'm live on Facebook, we're good to go. So we'll give it a couple more minutes just to make sure people have time to join in the fun. Looks like we are live on YouTube as well. I'm going to really try to keep my attention focused on one place. That'll help me do what I need to do to make sure that you receive this as best as possible. So let me explain a little bit about Brainspotting. What is Brainspotting? So as you know, if you follow me, I like the science of it all, the proof, right? The evidence that kind of allows us to suspend disbelief. And the way it works from a biological perspective is the optical nerve is connected to the limbic brain. And that allows us to reach into the depths of the subconscious brain. And traditionally, Brainspotting is used for healing trauma, healing any sense of depression or anxiety that may plague you. What I'm finding is that it also increases your connection to source, and it really helps you reunite the team that the mind has been given a bit too much responsibility, a bit too much control, and that the body and the heart and the gut and all of the other systems that are housed in the body are meant to work in tandem with the brain as a team instead of going it alone. And so when we get so stuck in the mind, we fatigue. And what Brainspotting is allowing us to do is to access through the optical nerve areas of the limbic brain that are housing original traumas. So in those 0 to 7 years, we're in the theta state of mind. We're receiving the programming of what the world looks like and how I should operate in it. And as many of you know, if we grew up feeling unsafe, unseen, unheard, not loved, we received the program of not enoughness, that unworthiness wound. And that is what is holding so many beautiful light workers back, that we incarnated here on this this planet Earth at this time and we signed up for all of these hardships that are designed to teach us how to assist in healing the world. And it gives us some sensitivity, it gives us empathy, it allows us to be hyper attuned to our environments and understand what is needed. But at the same time, it is holding us all back. And that has been kind of okay up until now. It's almost like Cinderella being tucked away in the attic, kept safe for a later time, like a flashlight that's in the drawer waiting to be used for when the lights go out. And the beautiful news is that time is now, that we are being beckoned by our prince to come to the ball. We are the flashlight being pulled out of the drawer. The world needs that special gift that only you have. Your soul tribe needs your voice. Your soul clients need you to heal. And so it is my mission, because we all have a mission. We are all perfectly imperfect for our purpose. It is my mission to assist light workers in healing that complex trauma, unworthiness, wound, or whatever block it is that holds you back from stepping into your life purpose. My solar plexus is just going crazy. It's like, yeah, we're online, people. And I just have to tell you, it's freaking awesome. When you overcome the unworthiness, you really start to heal and draw back to you all the parts of you that were missing. You become whole again. You become complete. You become unstoppable from a vibrational standpoint. You then start to study yourself. And when the trauma is healed, you are kind of like a new person. That I have had this sense while going through this of being like a little sprout sprouting out of the dirt. Very fragile, very precious and delicate, because who we thought we were was who we were through the lens of trauma. And who we are in our wholeness, in our divinity, in our purpose is very, very different. And so I'm really excited to help you in the first step of this process. Today we're going to start to look at what is that core wound, what are the beliefs that stem from it, and how do we start to release it? Because the trauma is housed not only in our limbic brain, but also in our body. So what we're going to do is we're going to, using a focal point, so I'm going to give you some cues, and as you find in your mind, but also in your body, what I'm suggesting you look for, you'll notice your eyes go to a particular spot. And what's happening is the eyes are telling the brain to access the original core wound or the trauma. And then I'll give you another cue to find a sensation in your body. And I'll ask you to look for, where do you feel most activated? And so what we'll do is we'll hold the natural gaze spot of where your eyes go to find that trauma. And then we'll also find the most activated sensation in our body. And you will hold that. And I'll give you cues and reminders to kind of keep you in a place of understanding and assurance that you're doing it right, because you cannot do it wrong. So don't let the brain get in the way. That would be the biggest recommendation, is analyzing or thought is not helpful. And you will have thoughts. So as you find the natural gaze spot, you find the activated sensation in your body, and you hold that, the mind at first, especially if you've never done this before, will want to analyze it, want to talk about it, right? The monkey mind. But after some time, that will calm, and the mind will quiet, and your focus will get used to keeping its attention on the activated sensations in the body. That is where the trauma is housed, in the body, that activated sensation. And as you hold that and the mind quiets, things will start to come up. Maybe it is a thought, but likely it's not an analytical thought of trying to understand. It might be a thought of a rainbow or a mom rocking a baby, something that you just couldn't come up with on your own. That's when the guidance is coming through. So something important to note, and it bears repeating if you've heard it before, but the body is extremely intelligent. The body is your friend. Your cells are lined with silica. Your connective tissues are silica, and your bones are calcium. The two ingredients that make up a crystal are silica and calcium. Crystals are used in electronics to direct energy and store memory. You are like a giant crystal, calling in the healing energy, and the body is moving around and working with those memories, releasing them with focus. Another important point to note is that emotions will not overcome you. They cannot hurt you. That your body has a built-in mechanism to keep you between your window of tolerance. It will not allow you to go to a place that will cause self-destruction. So you may feel that this emotion is going to peak and it's going to be big and it's going to seem scary, but it will come back down. And using the screen as an analogy, you will peak, you will ebb and flow within your window of tolerance. But trust the body knows what to do. You don't have to do anything, and you can't do anything wrong. Just keep your focus and attention on the sensations in your body and quiet your mind. So now on the other end of this, I will be holding space for you and calling in divine support, loving energy, healing, all things of the beautiful nature. Hi, Julie, I see you. So another key point of what I'm doing on this end is maintaining a state of homeostasis in my nervous system. So if you find that I happen to be within your peripheral vision, that's great. In fact, that's likely ideal. If you find that your gaze spot takes you way over to the left and you can't see me, just turn a little bit so that you come back to having me within your peripheral vision. There's a couple things that are going to happen. The eyes are necessary for reminding the brain that we're safe. If ever you've walked into a room of a bunch of people and you're not sure what's going on, you find that you always look around. And what that does is it tells the nervous system, I see everything, I don't see any predators, it's okay. And it's important for us to be in a safe place so that we know we're telling the brain and the body it's okay to release. We put down the hypervigilance. We allow growth and repair to come back online. And so as I'm holding my nervous system in a homeostasis state, you energetically sensing, knowing, seeing, feeling all the beautiful things will entrain to my energy, like a tuning fork tunes a piano. And I think that's about all you need to know as far as what happens on my end. So let's get ready. Let's find a comfortable position. Sit in our chairs. Legs crossed or uncrossed doesn't really matter. The key is really just to allow the body to sink into a naturally comfortable state. Okay, take a couple deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. And one more. In through the nose and out through the nose. And now with your eyes open, bring to mind a situation in your life that holds a significant charge for you. Likely looking back at your childhood or maybe even a severely toxic relationship at any point in your life. And remember a key scene that was particularly challenging for you. And you'll feel that emotion coming up in your body. And recall back to that feeling. Maybe you felt unsafe. Maybe you felt trapped. Maybe you felt you couldn't trust someone you loved, someone who was supposed to be there for you, to protect you, to love you, to keep you safe. And as you're looking for that memory, notice where your eyes go most commonly. Think about what was said, who said it, where were you? Were you inside or outside? Was it daytime or nighttime? And how did you feel? Now, oftentimes we interpret that situation to mean something. Maybe it meant that I'm bad. I'm a bad girl. I'm a naughty boy. Or maybe it meant I can do no right. I can do nothing to make you happy. Maybe it meant that you're broken, and that you'll always fail, or that it'll never be safe. And as you notice where your eyes naturally go, allow them to rest there. Don't worry too much about it. It's perfect as it is. Just allow it to be. And as you find that natural gaze spot, you're going to bring now your focus and awareness to your body. And if you want, you can put a hand on the area where you feel the most sensation. And now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how intense is that sensation? How intense is your activation? Just take note of that. Hold it in your mind for later. And now we will allow the body to do its work. All you need to do is hold your natural gaze spot and keep your focus and attention on the activated places in your body. That may move, it may shift. Allow it to be. It's perfect as it is. You can't do it wrong. Just stay with the sensations in your body and breathe. Just keep bringing your focus back to your body. It's perfect as it is. So open and receive. Now take a couple deep breaths and bring back to your focus and attention the original scene, the original belief of not enoughness, brokenness, of pain. And on a scale of 1 to 10, where does that measure now? Take a moment to really feel into the love and the support that your body is offering you. Like a mother holding and rocking her baby. Your body cradles your soul, nurtures you, holds you. Heals you. And now we'll come back to our awareness in the reality that we live in today. We'll wiggle our fingers and toes. Carrying with us this newfound or remembered resource. It's always been available to us, just waiting for a little focus and attention. I would love to hear from you. How does that feel? What was your original belief? What was the level of intensity, the activation in your body when you first started? And what was it when you finished? Please don't be shy and share with your brothers and sisters. We are all in this together, and your sharing of that limiting belief or that feeling of brokenness or whatever language you might put to it actually helps others. That when I first started doing this work, I couldn't really get at it, and it's been 12 years of an awakening process, but also even in recent years, it always continues to unfold. Again, the lotus flower is a beautiful symbol for the ever unfolding that this will be for all of us. And you are assisting others when you share the language that you use, the words that you used, your experience, whatever guidance might have come through. Sometimes we get funny images, of maybe a sea anemone that we're supposed to go poke, right? Like stuff you could never come up with. And that is the gift. The spirit that lives within you is channeled from your Creator through every ounce of your being and designed to flow through you to assist, to collaborate with your brothers and sisters, to let your light shine, to be seen, to be whole again, to embrace that you are big and you are powerful, and you might trigger people, and you might shine brightly, and that might make them uncomfortable. and that their triggers are gifts to help them see where they need to heal. That you are not responsible for their happiness. You do not have to carry the weight of everyone else's responsibility. And that your gifts are needed. That as the old systems crumble, we'll be working in the background, building new, beautiful architecture that has flowing fresh air and beautiful vines and flowing water. Schools that teach kids their value and their worth from day one. Organic, local food sources. New types of food that fully support us and only bring us closer to source. There are more positions available than just the common ones we think of today. Know that every ounce of you is built for something, and if you're here, there's a reason. So this is just a taste. I offer this regularly as part of my coaching and course program that will take you from unworthy to flourishing and financially abundant, because we need more stewards of the world's resources who are going to use them for the right things. You're meant to embrace money. You're meant to be abundant. You're meant to shine brightly. You're meant to be whole and complete. Joy and peace are your birthright. And it's time we start believing it. You are worthy, my friends. You could not be loved more by the universe, by your creator, or by me. So I have an offering if you'd like to continue the conversation. I will drop a couple links in the comments. I would love to continue this journey with you. And I will be popping in for Freedom Fridays more often. I think maybe next time we might even try to do a couple of live but individual readings where someone might indicate interest and let me know what challenges we're working on, and that'll allow you to see it kind of working in real time. All right, I would love to hear from you, so please let me know how it goes, whether it's in direct message or in the comments. That's the least you could do for this active service. I would really appreciate the win-win for all of us. For me, for you, for us. Those are the manifestations at work. All right, I'm off now. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Back on the usual channels at the regular times. Take care, my friends. I love you so, so much. Namaste.